Ever pondered where the boundary of imagination and creativity lies? Is it boundless, or are we merely scratching the surface? Welcome to the world of creative thinking, a realm where the ordinary transforms into the extraordinary, where the mundane becomes the magical. It's a world that exists within each of us, yet remains unexplored by many. A world that holds the power to shape the future and rewrite the past. Creative thinking is not just about generating novel ideas or producing works of art. It's about seeing the world from a fresh perspective, about challenging the status quo and asking the question, what if? It's about finding the extraordinary in the ordinary, the magic in the mundane. Is this kind of thinking that leads to innovation, to solutions for problems that seemed insurmountable, to breakthroughs that changed the course of history. Yet, the power of creative thinking goes beyond innovation and problem solving. It is the lifeblood of personal growth and self-fulfillment. It is the key that unlocks the door to our true potential, allowing us to become the best version of ourselves. It is the force that drives us to explore, to learn, to grow. But where does this power come from? Some believe it is innate, a gift bestowed upon a select few. Others argue that it is a skill that can be learned and developed, but the truth is, it is both. We all possess the seeds of creativity within us. And like a garden, it needs nurturing and care to flourish. So how limitless is our imagination and creativity? It's as boundless as the universe itself. The only limits that exist are the ones we impose upon ourselves. By breaking free from these self-imposed constraints, we can tap into the infinite reservoir of creative potential that lies within each of us. And this, my friends, is the true power of creative thinking. It's not just about thinking outside the box. It's about realizing there is no box. It's about seeing the world not as it is, but as it could be. So, the power of creative thinking is undeniable. But how can one harness it effectively? Have you ever found yourself stuck in a creativity rut? If so, you're not alone. All too often we find ourselves trapped in the confines of our own minds, shackled by fears and uncertainties that stop us from tapping into our full imaginative potential. The first barrier that often stands in our way is the fear of judgment. We shy away from expressing our thoughts and ideas, worried about how others might perceive them. But remember, every great idea once started as a seed in someone's mind. It's essential to let go of this fear and allow your ideas to take root and flourish. Another common roadblock to creativity is a lack of inspiration. We find ourselves staring blankly at an empty canvas or a blinking cursor, waiting for inspiration to strike. But creativity isn't about waiting for the perfect moment. It's about creating that moment. Surround yourself with things that stimulate your senses, feed your curiosity, and fuel your imagination. Sometimes, we're also held back by the limiting belief that we're just not creative. But creativity isn't a trait that only a select few are born with. It's an innate part of being human. It's about connecting the dots, seeing patterns, and finding unique solutions. How do we overcome these barriers? Start by cultivating a growth mindset. Embrace challenges, persist in the face of setbacks, see effort as a path to mastery, learn from criticism, and find lessons and inspiration in the success of others. Next, practice mindfulness. Pay attention to your surroundings, the thoughts that cross your mind, the feelings that stir within you. This heightened awareness can spark a wealth of creative ideas. Lastly, give yourself permission to play, experiment with different ideas, mix and match, make mistakes, and learn from them. Remember, creativity is a journey, not a destination. Breaking down these barriers is the first step towards mastering the art of creative thinking. Now that we've tackled the barriers, how can we actively nurture our creative thinking? The key to unlocking your creative potential lies in actively engaging with a variety of techniques designed to stimulate fresh ideas and new perspectives. Let's explore a few of these techniques. Firstly, we have brainstorming, a method that thrives on the principle of quantity breeds quality. The goal is to generate as many ideas as possible without judgment or analysis. It's about breaking free from the confines of logical thinking and allowing your thoughts to flow freely and wildly. Remember, in brainstorming, there's no such thing as a bad idea. Next up is mind mapping, a visual way of organizing your thoughts. Picture a tree, with the main idea as the trunk and the branches representing related thoughts or subtopics. This technique allows you to see the bigger picture and identify connections that may not be immediately apparent. It's a fantastic tool for those who think visually, and it can help you see your idea from different angles. Practicing mindfulness is another powerful tool for boosting creativity. It allows you to stay present and focused, clearing away the clutter of unnecessary thoughts. By cultivating mindfulness, you allow your mind to rest, rejuvenate, and ultimately make space for new and innovative ideas to emerge. Another technique is seeking out new experiences. Whether it's reading a book outside of your usual genre, trying a new cuisine, or even traveling to a new place, these experiences can provide fresh stimuli that could spark innovative ideas. Finally, don't underestimate the power of rest. A well-rested mind is more receptive to new ideas and is often more creative, so don't skimp on that good night's sleep. Remember, creativity is not a one-size-fits-all concept. Different techniques work for different people. It's all about finding what works best for you and cultivating that method. With these techniques in your arsenal, you're well on your way to becoming a master of creative thinking. But how do we transform these creative thoughts into tangible, productive action? No doubt, this is a question that has lingered in the minds of many. The answer lies in the synthesis of creativity and productivity, two forces that, when combined, can lead to extraordinary results. Firstly, let's address the importance of setting clear goals. Picture your creative thought as a ship. Now, without a destination, this ship is merely adrift, susceptible to the whims of the wind and waves. But with a clear goal, you give your ship a compass, a direction to sail. Your goal serves as your North Star, guiding your creative ideas towards the shore of reality. Once your goal is set, it's time to break down the journey into manageable steps. Imagine trying to eat a whole apple in one bite. It's not only impractical, but also overwhelming. The same principle applies to your creative thoughts. Break them down into bite-sized tasks that are easier to tackle. This approach makes the process less daunting and more achievable. It allows you to take one small step at a time, gradually turning your creative thoughts into action. However, don't forget that even the most confident sailors sometimes need a second opinion. This is where feedback comes into play. Seek out the opinions of others. They can provide a fresh perspective, identify potential pitfalls, or even suggest innovative solutions that you might not have considered. Remember, creativity thrives on collaboration. Don't hesitate to share your ideas and be open to constructive criticism. Lastly, patience is key. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither will your creative project. It takes time to transform a thought into action, and even more time to see the fruits of your labor. So, don't rush the process. Allow your ideas to evolve, to grow, to reach their full potential. Remember, a creative idea is only as good as the action it inspires. So, set your goals, break tasks into manageable steps, seek feedback, and most importantly, be patient. Your creative thoughts are powerful, and with the right approach, they can lead to productive action. So we've journeyed through the realm of creative thinking and imagination, but what are the key takeaways? We began our exploration by uncovering the true power of creative thinking. It's not just about coming up with innovative ideas or painting stunning masterpieces. It's about seeing the world through a different lens, a lens that allows us to find solutions, make connections, and see opportunities where others might not. It's about harnessing that power to make our lives and the world a better place. We then ventured into the territory of our imagination. We learned how letting our minds wander and dream can be a source of inspiration and creativity. We discovered that our imagination is a boundless landscape, filled with endless possibilities. It's a place where we can explore, experiment, and play. It's a place where we can dream up new ideas and visualize our future. Next, we delved into the techniques for boosting creativity. We learned about the importance of stepping outside our comfort zones, embracing failure, and being open to new experiences. We discovered that curiosity, passion, and persistence are the fuels that drive creativity. We also explored the power of meditation, visualization, and other mindfulness practices in fostering a creative mindset. Then, we tackled the process of turning creative thoughts into productive action. We learned that creative thinking is not just about having great ideas, but also about executing those ideas. We discovered that discipline, planning, and perseverance are just as important as creativity in achieving our goals. We also learned that creativity is not a solitary endeavor, but a collaborative one. It's about sharing our ideas with others, getting feedback, and building on each other's creativity. Mastering the art of creative thinking isn't a destination, but a continuous journey. Remember, your imagination is your greatest asset, so use it wisely and productively. Just as a painter never stops learning new techniques, a creative thinker never stops exploring new ideas. So keep dreaming, keep exploring, and keep creating. The world is waiting for your next big idea.